Mizuho Americas Open this week. On my left, and left of the screen, we have Katie Lee. In the middle, we have Yana Wilson, and on my right, Gianna Clement. Welcome, ladies, and congratulations for being in the field this week. My first question, I'll start here with Katie. Being our New Jersey native from the AJGA in the field this week and getting to compete close-ish to home, just tell us how prepared you are for this event and how excited you are to be here.
Oh, wait.
Oh, wait.
Microphones
You
for...
didn't hand the mics early enough. Sorry, that's on me.
Thank you.
Here we go. Same question.
I wouldn't say I'm any more prepared or less prepared than any other event, but I'm definitely more excited because this is home grass, home ground, and I think I have like some of my school friends coming, so it'll be a lot of fun. I'm super excited.
How far away do you live from Liberty National? Any experience with the course before this event?
So I'm around 35 minutes out, and yeah, I've played the Polo Junior tournament here. The AJGA hosted it, I think, 2 years ago. Yeah.
And what does the course look like for you in that familiarity? How does it help you this week?
When I played the AJGA, it was match play, so it's now that it's stroke play or Stableford, it changes the course a little bit, but still, I think I have a good sense of where like the nooks and crannies are to be in proper placement for birdies.
Right, Yana, coming in this week, one of the top-ranked players on the AJGA this week. How prepared do you feel to tackle Liberty National?
I feel pretty prepared. It's a very tough course, definitely a championship-style course. You know, you got to hit the ball well, you got to chip good around the greens, which I'm kind of used to because in Vegas we play with a lot of tight lies, so I feel like that has kind of prepared me.
You also just are coming off of a little professional experience or played on the Epson Tour just a few weeks ago, right?
Right,
How
yeah.
did that experience help you prepare for this week?
No, yeah, it's super cool playing in like a professional field 2 weeks in a row. I feel like that experience has really helped me and kind of just get me prepared for this event. I'm very excited to play with the pros again this week, so it'll be a lot of fun.
Gianna, you have a ton of LPGA experience, especially last week, Monday qualifying a bunch of times. So tell me how prepared you are as well for this week.
I feel really prepared. I've definitely been playing a lot of golf recently, and it's, as she said, a super challenging course, and I think we're all really excited for the challenge. The professional experience definitely does help, but it is a new week and a new course with new people, so I'm just taking it day by day and trying to have as much fun as I can.
How happy were you to not have to Monday qualify this week? You just got in the field.
I actually really like Monday qualifying, but hopefully I'll have a couple more of those opportunities this year. But yeah, it's nice to not have to qualify for anything. You know you're already in. It's a nice feeling.
Speaking of the rest of the year, top-ranked amateur in the world, do you have any sponsor invitations, anything coming up on the LPGA Tour that we can look forward to from you?
We're working on it. It's definitely always a constant work in progress. It's very difficult to get exemptions as a junior and as an amateur, but I'm in the Monday qualifier for ShopRite next week, so hopefully that will go well and I'll Monday qualify again, but hopefully I'll get more opportunities in the near future.
Awesome. I'd like to open it up to the room. Bethan, any questions?
A few. Could you all tell us who you were paired up with as far as an LPGA pro this week? Play a practice round with, kind of like the Big Sister program, and how that went?
I was with Paula Creamer. So I played 9 holes with her yesterday, and she offered a lot of great advice. And she told me a lot about, when she was younger and when she was a junior and an amateur. So it was really fun to hear that from her.
What was her best piece of advice?
I talked to her dad quite a lot, just about like caddying and just seeing her grow through junior and amateur and eventually into professional golf. And he told me a lot of stuff just about, caddying and being, watching your daughter grow like that. And he's still, out here watching her. So I actually had a couple really good conversations with him, which was really nice.
So yesterday I played with Andrea Lee, and she was by far the nicest professional I've ever met. She was super down to earth, super cool, gave me a lot of good advice about the course, and just super nice about everything. The day before that, I played with Yalimi No in a practice round, just 18 holes, and she kind of told me how it was to go from junior golf to professional golf right away. And then yesterday I played with Andrea Lee, and she went 4 years at Stanford. And so I kind of got two sides of the story just to kind of see what path I should take, I guess.
Did you know Andrea's story before you played with her?
A little bit. I do know she attended Stanford for 4 years and played on that team and was successful doing it. So, yeah.
Well, I played with Lilia Vu for 9 holes yesterday, and it was really interesting to watch her play a practice round because as a junior, I want to constantly learn how to be better, how to make my practice more efficient. So it was really interesting to watch her do that and see all the shots that she hit because I want to compare how she hits balls versus how I hit them. And yeah, that was really beneficial for me.
I also saw, I think you posted on Instagram that Rose Zhang is your idol.
I love Rose.
Can you tell us more about that? Why?
I really respect her. She's probably one of the nicest people I've ever met. Probably one of the best golfers I've ever met. And she's so humble. I've heard, before I met her, I heard people talk about her and about how nice she was, but I was like shocked myself when I met her when I was younger. I was starstruck too. I'll add that in. But she's someone that I like want to model after, 100%.
Thank you.
Sarah, go ahead. Gianna, I'll start with you. Something different for you this week, different caddy on the bag. I know Dad, Patrick, has been your caddy, at least was last year for your 3 Monday Qs. Yep. What's it like having Phil on the bag, and what was led to that change, I guess?
So the AJGA is not allowing, we're only allowed local caddies this week. So definitely not my first choice, but I spent the whole day yesterday with Phil, and he's a really nice guy. He knows a lot about the course, and he offered a lot of local knowledge that was really helpful. I think I would be fine by myself, but it's always nice to have somebody to carry the bag and help you along. So, yeah, so far it's going really well, and hopefully that'll keep going throughout the week.
Tell me about that 4-ball win a couple weeks ago with Avery. You look like you had a lot of fun after that victory was finalized as the 2 youngest to ever do it.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was definitely a really long week, but it was really fun. It was really enjoyable. I think 4-ball is a little bit more fun. It's a little bit more casual. Obviously, it still means a lot, but it's definitely a little bit more casual just because you have a partner to back you up. And it was definitely really fun. Match play is always really fun. I love match play, so yeah, it was definitely, there were a couple tense moments towards the end, but match play for us was really fun. We had a really good time.
Yana, I feel like you kind of stormed onto the scene last year. I remember that incredible shot you hit over the water that everybody just lost their minds about. But we're also the 2022 U.S. Girls Junior Champion. I mean, to have that kind of experience and you show up to this kind of a week, I mean, does that help you at all? I know it's the girls' championship, but it's still got to provide some valuable experience.
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of confidence after winning the U.S. Junior, but honestly, I have no expectations going into any week. You know, different, like Gia said earlier, there's a different course, different players, different conditions. So I don't really have any expectations going into this week, but I do have that confidence from that win.
And then, Katie, I learned you're going to Duke, correct?
Yeah.
Letter of intent?
Yes.
Have you sought out any of the Duke alums on site this week to maybe talk to them about their experience, or do you have any contact with some of the LPGA players that were Duke alums?
I have not seen them yet, but I'm going to try to hunt them down at some point. But I do have Leona McGuire's phone number, and I'm really looking forward to talking to her more.
What led to the decision to go to Duke? I know obviously it's a storied college and one that everybody would love to play at.
Dream school. Since I was young, my parents were like, you got to go to Duke. And I was like, why? They're like, it's Duke. I was like, okay. But when I first visited, I knew it was the place for me. I loved the coaches. Campus is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. And food's great. So it was a no-brainer.
For all 3 of you guys, you're not just playing with LPGA professionals, but you guys are also getting thrown through the ringer of doing press conferences. And what is that experience like, getting the full tour, life for the week been like for you?
I mean, like, being a pro isn't all about golf, I guess. I'm learning a lot about that right now, this month especially. but it's fun to know what goes on behind the scenes, and it's not just be good at golf, only be good at golf. You gotta be nice too.
She's right. But no, I absolutely love kind of this tour vibe and just hanging out with all the professionals. I grew up playing a lot of like on drive, chip, and putt, and kind of working my way up, drive, chip, and putt 2 years, and then Nota Begay, and then U.S. Girls Junior. I do say I love the media attention. I think it's really cool because you guys have all that out here. So being on here is very exciting for me, and it's always a treat to be out here.
Yeah, I think just like adding on to what she said was like, I've always loved the media as well. And that's something that I went through a lot last summer and into the fall with all of the LPGA events that I played in. Monday qualifying 3 times, the media wanted to talk to me a lot. And that was something that I was kind of used to, but not as much as I was really like shocked at as much as I got, like especially at my second LPGA event. I was like, whoa, this is like a lot of attention, and it's definitely something that you have to get used to, and you either like it or you don't. So I think in both of our cases we definitely do.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, we have one here.
Hey, Yana, your life has changed a lot in the past year, committing to Oregon, and you've had some pretty cool events on the schedule. I guess firstly, I want to ask, how excited are you for Pebble?
Oh, I'm super excited. I've never played Pebble before, but I've heard only good things about it. And for it to be the year of returning of the champions, I think is going to be really cool because I got to reconnect with some past champions that I already know.
And Oregon commitment, I mean, how excited are you and what kind of went into that decision?
I'm really excited. Oregon's a great school, and they have amazing facilities, and the coaches are just the best. Shout out Coach D. He's awesome, and I'm going with one of my really good friends, Kiara Romero, who's also in the field, so that'll be a really good experience.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, anyone else in the room? Okay, I'll close with this one for all of you. This is the first time ever that the AJGA has been playing in an event alongside the LPGA Tour players. How important is this opportunity for you guys that Mizuho Americas and Michelle Wee West are providing?
I think it's extremely important. Definitely something that we've all been looking forward to for a really long time. I think ever since, the rumor that the tournament was starting, we've all been looking forward to it a lot. And as juniors, we don't get these opportunities very often. So it's definitely really exciting for all of us. I think we're all really excited to play with them.
Yeah, no, adding on to what she said, I just want to thank Michelle Wee and Mizuho for all their efforts and support and everything that they do for us this week. This week is just amazing, and it's not comparable to any tournament that I've ever played in before. So it's really awesome to be here.
Yeah. But it's not just playing with them, it's learning about how a whole LPGA tournament functions. Big thanks to everyone that helped host this event, because without them, I hope that I'll get to experience this in the future, but at least I will have at least once in my life, but inside the ropes.
And maybe just one of you or all can answer this, but how important is it just for the growth of the women's game in general, having juniors experience this alongside the pros?
Yeah, no, I think it's so important, and I love that this tournament paired us up with kind of like a big sister, because we kind of got to learn and see what they would do on a day-to-day basis or a week-to-week basis, and it was just really cool learning from all of them, and it's definitely an experience that we'll all never forget.
What she said.
Oh, cool.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, ladies, and enjoy the rest of your day. I know you got a lot planned.
Much.